Hi Mark, I'm Jennifer. My number is 47, and now I'm going to read 10 things Taiwan does better than anywhere else. Editor's note: this story is part of a series highlighting superlatives of countries around the world. Click here for pieces on Italy, the United States, Canada, and South Korea, and watch for upcoming installments featuring other countries. With 23 million people crammed onto an island that covers just more than 36,000 square kilometers, Taiwan ranks among the 20 most densely populated places in the world. Although the industrial island has built a global reputation for cheap electronics, this is one Asian tiger that offers far more than stickers on the backs of calculators. Economically, there's little it has left to prove, but Taiwanese people remain a proud and determined bunch. Here are 10 things they do better than anyone else. First, night markets. For an island smaller in area than Switzerland, Taiwan sure has a lot of night markets, an estimated 300 island-wide. These open-air bazaars are particularly loved for street food, referred to locally as 小吃, literally small eats. Perennial favorites are oyster omelette, stinky tofu, and an assortment of snakes on a stick straight off the jaw. Specialty drinks range from bubble tea to shots of snake blood. According to the Taiwan Tourism Bureau, some 70% of tourists to Taiwan will visit a night market. The top 3 Facebook check-ins for 2013 and Taiwan were all night markets. Tainan Flower Night Market, 12th globally, nabbed the top spot, followed by Wudong and Fongjia night markets in Yilan and Taichung respectively. More, the 10 best dishes from Taiwan's night markets. Second, themed restaurants. If literal toilet humor, eating out of miniature urinals and toilet bowls is your idea of an amuse bouche, Taiwan provides a belly full of laughs. Modern toilet restaurants address taboos pertaining to dining etiquette, posing witty rhetoric on websites such as To Eat or To Pee. Now that is the question. At the other extreme, you can get a cutesy overdose at a Hello Kitty namesake cave, where everything from burger buns to soap bowls is shaped like the Mother's cartoon Kate. For more on the Kitty obsession, read point 9 below. What's that? Can't get enough pink or glitter? That's okay, because Taiwan is home to the world's first Barbie-themed restaurant, with metal-approved smatterings of pink plastic and frilly tutors. Previous themed restaurants in Taiwan have included a cafe based on a Airbus A380, complete with trolley dollies serving food and drinks from a cart, as well as restaurants with jail, hospital, and school-inspired themes. Third, free Wi-Fi. Since 2011, Taiwanese citizens have been able to log on to iTaiwan, the island's free Wi-Fi network. Taiwan is one of the first places in the world to offer free Wi-Fi on a mass scale. In June 2013, the service was rolled out to tourists in 4 of the 5 largest cities, using more than 4,400 hotspots. Visitors can sign up for an iTaiwan account with their passport at Taiwan tourist bureau centers and offices in transportation stations, then receive complimentary Wi-Fi in Taipei, New Taipei, Taichung, and Tainan. More, Taiwan offers free Wi-Fi to all foreign tourists. Fourth, Chinese artifacts. You might think it's been in Beijing or Shanghai, but the National Palace Museum in Taipei houses the largest collection of Chinese artifacts and artwork in the world. The impressive permanent collection comprises more than 650,000 items. Chinese history is told through bronze statues, jade carvings, calligraphy, lacquerwork, and other historical pieces, many of which belonged to Chinese imperial families, including an intriguing knife-like misshapen stone and a jaded cabbage. Despite several rounds of building expansion, only a fraction of the collection is on display, no more than 10,000 items at any one time, making the museum worth returning to several times a year. More, 5 Taipei hotels with matchbox art creations. Fifth, animated news. With an army of about 400 animators, Next Media Animation (NMA), a Taiwan-based animation studio, can turn any news story into a cartoon in as fast as 90 minutes. Making of video here. More impressively, the videos are usually satirical, outrageous, and hilarious. The studio, created by a Hong Kong media tycoon, takes infotainment to another level. Founded in 2007 to create CGI animated videos for news without real footage for Apple Daily News in Hong Kong and Taiwan. The talent of Taiwan's animators was exposed to the world with the 2009 release of their hilarious video of what might have happened during Tiger Woods' infamous car crash. In the video, now ex-wife alien Nordic Grant chases Tiger Woods' car with a golf club after finding out about Woods' affair. After the video went viral, the company decided to serve international audiences in Japanese and English. Some of the team's most popular recent works include a video about the execution of Kim Jong-un's uncle, and a review of 5 stories that must die in 2014. And 6th, mock meat. One of the world's most vegetarian-friendly destinations, Taiwan offers 6,000 or so restaurants serving an impressive variety of delicious vegetarian fare to fill the 10% of the country that shuns meat. But while it can beat India in terms of the abundance and variety of vegetarian dishes on offer, Taiwan is the best place to hit when you're carving meat but don't actually want to eat any. That's right, we're talking about mock meat. Given how important flesh is to the traditional Chinese diet, it's no surprise Taiwan's fake meat, usually made of soy protein or whey gluten, can fool even hardcore carnivores. Yes, there have been scandals that reveal the actual meat inside supposed mock meat dishes, but it is a thriving industry here and is considered a staple across Taiwan. Mock meat stir fries, in particular, taste surprisingly like the real thing. More 40 Taiwanese foods we can't live without. 7th, Little League Basketball. No, Little League Baseball. Baseball may be Taiwan's most popular sport. Diamonds are almost as common as dumplings around the island. Taiwan holds a record for the most Little League World Series championship titles, 17, nearly double that of its closest runner-up, Japan. Adding to the cabinet of trophies, a team from Taiwan won the 2013 Junior League Baseball Junior World Series. 8th, national health coverage. In a year when the Obamacare debacle played out in global headlines, it's worth noting that Taiwan has what many call the best universal healthcare system in the world. Legal residents can visit any specialist in the country. Docs Anywhere will pull up their entire medical record via smart card, consult and prescribe Chinese medicine and or prescription drugs. Fees are billed directly to and reimbursed by the National Health Insurance Administration, whose 2% administrative costs are the lowest in the world. More, CNN Go in Kaohsiung, Taiwan's largest port and tourist art. 9th, Hello Kitty obsession. Taiwan's obsession with a Japanese-born Sanrio character doesn't stop at sailing-themed restaurants. Taiwan holds the distinction of being the first in the world to be honored with Hello Kitty branded beer. Brewed by Taiwan Tasting Beer, the drink poured its way onto the shelves earlier this year. The light brew features fruity flowers from limb to a distinctly avant-garde banana infusion. EVA Airways in 2013 made headlines with a resurrection of its theme plans, which featured the ubiquitous cat on everything from exterior liveries to headrest covers to fruit, which is cute in the shape of you-know-what. EVA Airways' dedicated Hello Kitty jet site offers horizon-spreading trivia, including Hello Kitty's height, 5 apples tall and weight 3 apples. The Grand Highline Hotel in Kaohsiung offers Hello Kitty-themed rooms. The cat's iconic ribbon and or seal house stamped on everything within eyesource reach. Pink kitty curtains, kitty bath, amenities, kitty tea set, and a radio that plays Hello Kitty music are all involved. Not reaching fully in Ceylon shut yet, then you can book a breakfast date with a talking and moving live Hello Kitty. More, alas, world's first Hello Kitty beauty spa. 10. Little dumplings. Yes, we recognize 小笼包 as a delicacy homegrown in Shanghai, but Taiwan is slowly taking over the dumpling world one bird-filled bite at a time. Starting from a single shop in Taipei, Din Tai Fung now serves its famed 小笼包 in destinations as far-flung as Australia, Thailand, and the United States. Two of its Hong Kong branches have earned a coveted Michelin star, with the mothership Xinyi store in Taipei sneaking into the Michelin Guide. Not bad for a chain restaurant and not a fancy on at that. When Tom Cruise visited Taiwan in 2013, he joined in on the 80 plates per dumpling action, with a cooking class at the shop's Taipei 101 branch. Even better, CNN put Din Tai Fung at number 2 on its list of best franchises for travelers. More, Golden Chance, 20 best franchises for travelers. Okay, now I'm going to read the second one. 10 things Italy does better than anywhere else. CNN. pizza, pasta, verdi, the Coliseum, runway models. We know Italy does some things incomparably well, but travelers to the elegant booth don't just want to eat spaghetti. Deal with opera and gawk at old ruins. Beyond the cliches, you'll find 10 other surprising ways in which Italy shines. More on CNN Verdi, exploring the Italian hometown of a musical genius. First, flattery. Depending on whether or not you think the occasional catcall or buzzkill as flattering, you'll find Italians are aggressively complimentary of friends and beautiful strangers alike, a historical tool for both disarming and diffusing. Flattery is the fulcrum on which Italian society teeters. As Luigi Barzini writes in The Italians, the people have always employed such arts offensively to gain advantages, destroy rivals, and conquer power and wealth, and defensively, as the squid uses ink to blind and confound powerful men, dictators, and tyrants. But you'll likely only notice the butt grabs. Second, hot bath. If flattery doesn't get you out of your clothes, the Peninsula's 380 spa sites offering healthy mud and bubbles will. Boiling as much beneath the surface as its people, Italy pioneered the world's first large-scale spas, exporting them as they colonized Europe. Watery therapies include iron baths, such as those on volcanic Ischia, Tuscan hot springs, mountain baths in the town of Bormio, and the thermal park of Lake Garda. Just drinking the mineral-rich water in some places is reputed to be healthy. So, convinced as the Italian government of the healing power of hot springs and geothermal mud pack that it covers the cost of some therapies for its citizens. Free hot springs in Tuscan. www.turismo.intoscania.it. Third is cursing. Be it in Italian or any other language, the account of native Italy turns an expletive into a blunt force instrument. Rhythmic, staccato, and with an almost operatic legato that fuses syllables together like a hammer on guitar note. Swelling here is a performance art, inspired mostly by pigs. Anatomical, as it points and promiscuous woman, Italian profanities, which vary by region. Sound equal parts dramatic, angry, and comical, powered by the patient characteristic of the Italian people. The results stun, intimidate, and even charm their recipients, sometimes all at once. More on CNN 15 best coffee bars in Rome. Fourth, beach bombing. With 7,400 kilometers, that is 4,600 miles of coastline. Italy boasts the most beaches in Europe as well as 27 marine parks. Summer temperatures peak in many places at just below 13 C, 86 F, compared with the mid-20s, 70s F, in France and Portugal. It's like swimming in tropical waters, minus the sharks and trinket hawkers. When it comes to beaches, it's a tough choice between blinding white dunes, pebble and even turf shores, but 248 Italian beaches have been awarded Blue Flag statues for clear waters and unspoiled sand. More on CNN, Italy's best beaches and islands. Fifth, pop-up governments. Italians tear through regions like their sports cars do dinosaur juice. Since the second of World War II, Italy has established 62 governments under 38 prime ministers, 40 if you count Silvio Berlusconi's 3 total terms, and only one has lasted a full 5 years. Fearing the rise of another Mussolini, Italy's constitutional system years ago provided for a weak executive branch that requires major majorities in both legislative houses just to get anything done. That combined with an already fractured political landscape of small warning parties puts Italy's average MPG months per government barely over 12. Sixth, volcanoes. 10 active volcanoes allow Italy geology to ban the way voting gives release to its citizens. The country's and Europe's largest volcano is Mid-Etna in Sicily, the world's second most active volcano after Hawaii's Mauna Loa. Etna's spectacular eruptions suit blacken scenery, Lava flows and extensive caves draw more than 1 million tourists a year. It lists Chief Advisor's top 10 must-see volcanoes list along with 4 other Italian spotters, including including Mountain Vesuvius. In June, Etna become a an UNESCO World Heritage Site, joining 3 other Italian volcanoes, including the Aeolian island of volcano. No translation prizes there. Liparia and Stromboli, known as the Mediterranean's lighthouse for its breathtaking eruptions. Mountain Etna tours and excursions www.societytravel.net. More on CNN. Scandal rocked Pompeii finally get a makeover. And 7th, desert. Apple pie is good and all, and it's never a bad time for a sticky slice of baklava, but for sheer volume and variety of cheese, nothing beats Italian sweets. Much is made of the peninsula food. The usual suspects being pizza, pasta, and antipasti. But the real stars of Italian cuisine are gelato, tiramisu, cannoli, Neapolitan, biscotti, spumoni, tartufo, zipole. Hail Italy as nearly as many signature desserts as its head government. Italian confectioners were in all media too, combining cakes, cookies, and creams, both ice and otherwise, to create the world's tastiest arsenal of desserts. Ironically, Italians don't even really eat this stuff, most often preferring a piece of fruit or chocolate after a meal instead. More. 8400 gelati, greatest travel trip of. 8th. Caving. Rich in crumbly, sieve-like caustic landscapes, Italy is one of the most cave-pocked countries on the planet, with more than 35,000 cavities above ground and thousands more underwater. Grotta Gigante holds the Guinness World Record for largest accessible cave on Earth, at a yawning 850 meters wide, with 500 steps that descend 100 meters into the earth. Other multiple caves include the Blue Grotto on Capri, where Emperor Tiberius loved to swim. Inside the Grotto del Vento, winds whip through its tortuous trails at 40 kilometers an hour. More information. rock climbing, and caving in Italy. More on CNN. 24 hours tourists roam in a day. 9. Sports cars. Citing more turns per head, and even its fashion models so. Italy's catalog of ex- exotic island jets is what poor drivers dream above. What began as race car manufacturers in the nine in the 1930s has become the standard bearer for aspirational autos. In 2012, Ferrell sold just 7,000 cars but booked $3 billion in revenues. Meanwhile, Lamborghini may be owned by German Audi now, but the hips are still all Italiano. Pagani, Alfa Romeo, Maserati. These names are set on wheels. Italy doesn't even crack the top 20 in global auto production, but for out-of-year league supercars that cover more adolescent male bedroom worlds than Kate Upton, no other country can outrace Italy. 10th, river cruises. Unlikely to be among the top 2 or 3 or 100 things that spring to mind when you think of Italy. River cruising on the peninsula is actually a vibrant business, and now routes keep opening up. Italian rivers are not as long or easy navigated as those in the rest of Europe, but visitors can flow from one beautiful UNESCO World Heritage Site to another. For river travel, UniWorld and European Waterways offer week-long cruises that take in areas like the Venice Lagoon, Manuta, Padua, the Po Valley, and Verona, the city of Rome and Juliet. More information: Euro River Cruises. Okay, I'm finished my reading. Bye.